Clearwater, Ohio, isn't the kind of town people usually remember. Tucked against a winding river, its days were quiet, its nights even quieter. The most dangerous thing, locals would joke, was a deer darting across the road. But everything changed on Valentine's Day, 1998. That night, a young waitress named Emily Harrow never made it home. What happened to her on Willow Bridge left a permanent scar on the town, a mystery that decades later still haunts its residents. Emily was just 23 years old, a familiar face in Clearwater. She worked the late shift at Lou's Diner, pouring coffee for truckers and listening to the jukebox hum old country songs. She was known for her kindness. Customers often said she remembered their usuals without writing them down. Friends described her as someone who dreamed of leaving Clearwater behind for something bigger, maybe college, maybe city life. But she stayed, partly to help care for her ailing mother. Valentine's Day should have been just another long shift for Emily. She clocked out at 11:45 p.m., tied her hair into a messy ponytail, and tucked her tips, a few crumpled bills, into her jacket pocket. She said goodnight to her coworker, Mara Collins, who would later recall, "She told me, I'll be home in 10. That's what she always said. But that night, she never got there." Emily's walk home was routine. From the diner, she'd cut down Main Street, then cross the river on Willow Bridge before reaching the small rental house she shared with her mother. The bridge was notorious in town, a century-old iron structure with streetlights that flickered in and out. At night, it was a place people avoided unless they had to cross. Locals whispered about the river below, swallowing secrets, from stolen cars to suicides. At some point between 11:55 p.m. and 12:10 a.m., Emily disappeared. The next morning, at 7:10 a.m., two joggers running along the riverbank spotted something pale against the rocks. It was Emily. She was found lying face up, her jacket missing, her shoes tossed several feet away. Her purse was discovered on the bridge above, contents spilled as though in a struggle. The coroner's report revealed blunt force trauma to her head, consistent with being struck or slammed against something before the fall. There were bruises on her arms, suggesting restraint, but no signs of sexual assault. What puzzled investigators most was this: if Emily had fallen, or been pushed, why were her belongings scattered across the bridge in a way that suggested a fight? Police quickly ruled Emily's death as homicide. Several witnesses came forward. A truck driver claimed he parked near the bridge around midnight. He said he saw a young woman talking to someone near the railing, but couldn't describe them clearly. A dog walker reported hearing what sounded like shouting near the bridge, followed by the slam of a car door. Others recalled seeing a dark-colored sedan parked near the bridge, headlights off. Detectives chased leads tirelessly, but every suspect seemed to slip through their fingers. Emily had recently broken up with David Lorne, a mechanic with a temper. They'd been seen arguing days before her death. Many believed he had motive. But David had an alibi. Grainy security footage placed him at a gas station 15 miles away. Police interrogated him multiple times, but he stuck to his story. Eventually, he was cleared. Investigators turned their attention to the truck driver, who admitted to being on the bridge. He claimed he had been resting, too tired to continue driving. He denied harming Emily. Without physical evidence, no fingerprints, no blood, no fibers, police couldn't hold him. The dark sedan became the ghost of the case. Multiple witnesses swore it was there, parked at the end of the bridge. No license plate was ever identified. The car, and whoever drove it, was never found. For weeks, Clearwater was a town on edge. Parents warned their daughters not to walk alone at night. Newspapers ran front-page stories with Emily's smiling face. But with no DNA evidence and no confession, the case went cold. Detectives quietly admitted to each other that the rainstorm that night may have washed away crucial evidence: footprints, tire tracks, even blood. What remained were fragments of testimony and unanswered questions. As years passed, theories hardened into local folklore. The bridge stalker. Some believe Emily was killed by a transient predator who hunted late-night walkers. Personal revenge. Others are convinced someone close to Emily, possibly a spurned admirer, ambushed her. The The vanishing car. Conspiracy-minded locals whisper that the sedan belonged to someone with influence, hidden by corruption. Emily's family never stopped searching for answers. Her mother, unable to endure the sight of the bridge, moved away in 2002. Every Valentine's Day, strangers still leave flowers on Willow Bridge. Some leave candles, others small notes that read, "We haven't forgotten." The town lives with the shadow of that night. Teenagers dare each other to cross the bridge at midnight, whispering that Emily's ghost lingers there, waiting for justice. It's been over 2 decades. The unsolved murder of Emily Harrow remains Clearwater's most infamous cold case. Detectives occasionally reopen the file, hoping that new forensic technology might reveal something missed. But for now, Emily's final walk home is a mystery locked in time. A girl who left the diner with laughter on her lips, only to vanish into the dark silence of Willow Bridge. Her killer was never found, and perhaps still walks among them,